Hi, Jim.
Yes, I have a two-part question. The first part doesn't really relate that much to the second part. The first part, very quickly, has to do with penny stocks. My second part of the question is with dollar cost averaging with a very strong stock. I still hear horror stories about people buying penny stocks and getting badly burned by boiler room people. Bob Brennan comes to mind, blah, blah, blah. Is there still, people call and say, well, Xerox started as a penny stock, and now look at it, this and that. Do you still believe that there's anything like that that's still out there? I mean, that's really the small part of my question. I have a more important part about the dollar cost, putting a certain amount of dollars, maybe $100 or $200 a month, into a very strong stock, putting that money in, whether that stock goes up or down for, say, 5 or 10 years, because as the gentleman had said, and he's very correct, I believe, that stocks are a great investment, and that over a period of time, if you're with a strong stock, well, I mean, IBM was considered that many years ago, but if you pick a stock that you feel is strong, and you stick with it for 10 years, 15 years, and do that $100, $200 a month.
Jim, what's the broader question you were going to say?
Well, that's my broader question. Is the second one. The first one is there any, can you still look for smaller stocks out there that offer an opportunity? I mean, they're called growth stocks, but do they still exist? I'll hang up and let you answer.
Jim, I'm not here to try to tell anyone that if they do the right amount of research, they can't find the next Xerox. What I would say, though, to the vast majority of people that are listening, let a professional do the picking, and let a professional diversify your money. There are so many mutual funds right now that concentrate exactly where Jim is talking about, in small, emerging companies. They're generally known as small cap companies, small capitalization. They're smaller than the IBMs and the Exxons. They're names that most of us have never heard of. But when you invest through a mutual fund, and I'm such a strong believer that this is the perfect investment for everyone watching this program.
Why?
The value of a mutual fund brings to the individual investor everyday professional portfolio management with large research staffs, the power of compounding, because regular dividends and other types of capital gain distributions can automatically be reinvested. The gentleman, this last caller, talked about putting money into a strong stock, but then he reminded us that at one point in time, IBM was considered a strong stock and was decimated in terms of its price. So I was curious what he thought was a good, strong stock these days. I'd much prefer to see that person invest in small companies. They have produced absolutely the highest rates of return, bar none, over the last 50, 60 years. No other investment has produced higher rates of return than small company stocks. But let a professional make those selections and manage it.
A professional investor?
In a mutual fund, a professional portfolio manager. Someone with a staff. You're competing, if you're trying to compete in that market, you're competing with companies who spend millions of dollars on research finding these companies. And then, if you're going to buy one of these mutual funds, you'll own a piece of 50, 60, and sometimes more of these companies instead of having your eggs in one basket. And lastly, his comment about dollar cost averaging is just perfect. That's exactly what we want people doing, systematically putting their money into an investment that will grow over the long term, no matter what.
All right.